The real reason money gets girls and how to attract women if you're broke as fuck. I'm not rich and women don't seem to be interested in me. What can I do to change that? This is something I hear very often. I hear men being put off by approaching women and feeling confident because they're not rich. Is this ridiculous? What the hell is wrong with you guys? I want to get into the deeper nuances of how money impacts your attractiveness and your attractiveness levels to women in this video, and how you can leverage that even if you don't have a big bank account. Okay, you do not need a big bank account to attract women. Let me reiterate this, and I'll go through it in this video. Stay till the end and I'll show you how to elicit the same attraction from women that rich guys actually get, even if your bank account is a bit of a joke at the moment. Okay, so any guy that thinks that they can't attract women because they don't have enough money or they're not rich enough, in my opinion, is extremely delusional. And I'm here to change the way you think about this whole concept. Because when I was younger and I had no money and I was broke at 21 years old, I was getting a shit ton of girls. And it was due to my confidence, my game, my looks, the fact that I was pumping in the gym and had a great body. I had all the facets needed to get hot girls, but I was broke. And I still got laid and I still had a beautiful girlfriend. So what does that tell you? That it's possible and you don't necessarily need to be rich. So the first part of this is understanding the role of money in attraction. Okay, this is an important part. I want to talk about the psychology behind attraction to wealth. It's obviously a common belief that money is a primary driver of attraction. Okay, you probably sit there and think that this woman has fallen in love with this man because he's got money. Wrong! Not the case at all. Most of the time you see a woman with a man who's got money, she doesn't love him, she's not in love with him, she's with him because she can get a lovely ride and have an easy life, where she probably is in love with someone else who isn't necessarily as rich or even rich, full stop. So the psychology behind all of this stuff is really important to understand. Women are often attracted to what money represents, security and stability being the key providers. The ability to provide her a certain lifestyle, that's what's attractive to the woman. However, these are not the only factors that actually drive attraction. Okay? Women are also deeply influenced by emotional connection. They're emotional creatures. She wants to fall in love with you. She's influenced by your personality and the potential she sees in you as being a potential partner, being a potential husband, a good father of her children. Does money really attract women? You might be asking. Many men believe that having money will automatically make them more attractive to women. While money can certainly open doors, it's not the primary factor that determines attraction. So, I want you to use your money as a tool to create meaningful experiences that showcase your personality and interests. I want you to focus on building a lifestyle that reflects who you actually are and what you value, rather than flaunting your wealth. And, oh, let's just take her on a ride in the Ferrari. Oh, let's invite her to my yacht in south of France. No, bro, that doesn't make her fall in love with you. I want you to invest in social opportunities that allow you to meet and engage with women naturally. Okay? So you don't have to necessarily flaunt your wealth to meet women. That's actually, in my opinion, the worst way to meet women. Every time I've gone somewhere and spent money or gone somewhere where there's lots of money involved, it's usually a fake level of wealth, and it's usually a fake level of love. That's what I meant to say. Not a fake level of wealth. Sorry, I meant to say a fake level of love. Everyone there is just faking being around each other, and no one is really that in love. But when you actually go somewhere which is a lot more low-key and down to earth and isn't necessarily centered and revolved around money, you'll actually see that people are building more genuine relationships in that environment, therefore more opportunity to fall in love. So I don't want you to rely solely on material wealth to attract women. That's the worst thing you could do. This can lead to shallow connections and her also taking half your money in a divorce. Don't flaunt your financial status without context, okay? This can come off as insecure or boastful. Anyone that's boasting about their financial wealth is not actually that cool at all. So, when used correctly, money can enhance your attractiveness by actually helping you create a life that women want to be part of. However, relying solely on wealth may attract women who are only interested in your resources, not in you as a person. Hence what I was saying about rich men thinking they've got a woman who's in love with them. She ain't in love with you, bro. She's in love with your money. Now, segment 2 is about how money can help you keep women. So there's psychology behind money and relationship stability. In relationships, money often symbolizes security and the ability to provide a stable environment, okay, which is absolutely key for a woman. These are psychological and key needs for any woman. She needs comfort, she needs protectability, she needs a beautiful home, she needs to be stable. Okay, that's imperative for any woman on this planet. However, it's also important to understand that while money can contribute to maintaining relationships, it's the overall lifestyle and emotional stability that it brings that truly matters. Okay, so money is a tool that creates a lifestyle and a level of stability which really gets you the woman in the end. Women value consistency, the ability to share enjoyable experiences, and the assurance that comes from being with someone who can manage their resources wisely. If you're just blowing money up the wall without really thinking about it, she is not going to think that you're that intelligent. But if you're careful, you're budgeting, you're making a certain amount of money, you're careful with how you spend it, she'll realize that you are probably the right kind of father to be around her children for the rest of their lives. The importance of lifestyle over wealth. Now, I will tell you, it's more important about what your lifestyle is like rather than how much money you've got. I'll tell you that. And you'll see Instagram is a very big indicator of that. While money may not be the key to attracting women, it plays a significant role in maintaining a relationship by enhancing the overall lifestyle that you can offer. So, I want you to use your resources to create enjoyable and memorable experiences. Travel, dining, activities you both enjoy, hiking, rock climbing, a gym membership that's more expensive because it's a cooler gym and it's got a sauna and a steam room and a swimming pool. Those are ways that you should spend your money to increase your lifestyle, to have your woman be part of your beautiful life. I want you to invest in improving your living environment and overall lifestyle to make it a more comfortable and more appealing place. Your home should be comfortable and warm and pretty. It doesn't need to be a massive mansion and a massive penthouse. It needs to be warm, it needs to be cozy, it needs to be clean, and it doesn't necessarily have to be fancy. I want you to balance your financial contributions with emotional support to create a kind of well-rounded relationship. She's not just with you because you've got money, okay? She's with you because you're there for her emotionally and you can support her emotionally and you're emotionally intelligent as a man. What I don't want you to do is use your money as a substitute for genuine emotional connection or personal involvement. You'll see this with a lot of older men who have to throw money at women in order to buy love. And guess what? You cannot ever buy love. I don't want you to neglect the importance of shared values and emotional intimacy in favor of financial provision. Okay? So if you're broke as hell, then do not be sitting here thinking you won't be able to build an emotional connection and fall in love with a woman. In fact, in my school community, I had a question recently which said, until I make 10K a month, I'm not dating. And I was like, you're an idiot. Because you may never make 10K a month, which means you'll never date. You should be dating while you're attempting to make 10K a month because you're proving to me that you're ambitious and you want to make the money. And you also should be out there trying to meet a woman who's going to support you along the journey. So look, by using money to enhance the quality of your relationship, you can create a stronger and more fulfilling connection with your partner. However, over-relying on money without emotional investment can lead to dissatisfaction and potential relationship issues. And those are the beautiful women you see in Ukraine with the fat, ugly, rich men. And you know that she is not in love with him. She's just in love with that security. Really, she's thinking about the other guy. The third segment is the right and wrong way to use money in relationships. Okay, so the way money is used in relationships can signal different kind of psychological cues. When money is used to create shared experiences, it then fosters connection with intimacy. Here in this picture, you can see a man and his girlfriend, probably in Norway, probably in Niagara Falls, somewhere very beautiful. He's taken her away and he's using his money to create beautiful experiences. That is what creates loving relationships and women falling in love with you. When money is used as sole or primary means of attraction, it can actually reduce a relationship to a more transactional exchange. Okay, she's with you because you're paying for an expensive dinner. She's with you because you're flying her to different places. She doesn't really love you. She just likes doing these cool things. So if you lack the emotional depth needed for a long-term success, good luck. You're not going to have a solid relationship just by throwing money in a woman's direction or by buying her things. You ever met that guy who just buys like flowers and teddies and champagne and whatever she wants constantly to try and buy her attention? Well, you know what? It never works. Women are generally more attracted to the experiences and the feelings, more importantly, the feelings, than the money that can actually try to create those experiences. Okay, so they're attracted to the feelings, not the money. Money is actually used as a tool for shared experiences. So there's a right way and a wrong way to use money in relationships. And the key is to use it as a means to create shared experiences, which also create a deeper connection. Now, you should spend your money on activities that both you and your partner can enjoy together, creating lasting memories and strengthening your bond. You should be subtle about your financial status. Let your partner discover your wealth naturally over time. Do not flaunt it, do not boast it. Nobody knows exactly how much money I have. I have a lot of money, but I'm not going to tell a woman how much money I have or boast about my big bank account. Okay, you're going to look like a loser. Always keep it understated. I want you to focus on living a rich, fulfilling life that includes but is not defined by your financial success. When I say a rich life, that doesn't necessarily mean rich in finances. That means rich in experiences, rich in emotional experiences, rich in friendship, rich in community, rich in connection. Do not lead with your wealth as a primary means of attraction. You see men at clubs trying to buy bottles of Dom Perignon, Now, they might be able to buy sex that evening because women are attracted to men with wealth on the evening and he's popping bottles of Dom Perignon and Cristal champagne, but that is never going to buy him love. I also don't want you to become solely a financial provider in the relationship, as this can diminish the emotional and romantic aspects. Let your woman have a job. Let her have her own interests. Don't just buy everything and expect her to do absolutely nothing, unless you're the type of guy that's happy to have a housewife. Now, my father said to my mother that he never wanted her to work a day in her life and he only wanted her to raise the children. And that's what she did. And she was a housewife. And so, but that was back in the day. That was in the 70s and 80s when my parents met. In today's day and age, it's much more challenging to pull that off. You know, the woman's going to have passions and things that she's interested. So absolutely she should go and do that. And she should bring her own money into a relationship. And you shouldn't pay for absolutely everything. Otherwise you'll be spiteful if and when she leaves you. Now, I also don't want you to overspend or try too hard to impress with money because it can just lead to unrealistic expectations. Don't stretch yourself too far, bro. Using money to create shared experiences and enhance your relationship can make you more attractive and deepen your connection with your woman. However, leading with wealth or becoming just a provider can actually result in a relationship that lacks emotional depth and may not be sustainable. Now, the fourth segment is the power of ambition and future success. Psychology of ambition as an attractive trait. This is how you actually get girls if you're currently broke as fuck. Ambition is a very powerful psychological cue that can be as attractive as wealth itself. I know this from my past relationships because women have seen that I'm extremely ambitious and they stick by me even though I didn't have money back in the day when I was a young kid, but they knew I was on path to make money. Women are often drawn to men who have a clear vision for their future and the drive to achieve their goals. This sense of purpose and direction can definitely create a feeling and the same feelings of security and excitement that financial success actually provide. Okay, so a man's potential for a future success can elicit strong emotions and make him just as desirable as someone who's already got a hell of a lot of money. Can men without money elicit the same emotional reactions? Yes, of course. Men without significant financial resources can still attract women by showcasing their ambition, determination, passion, and fulfillment with their life. Most importantly here, ambition. You must show that you are on the path to making money or you're at least ambitious and will keep trying and will never give up. How ambition can elicit the same emotional reactions as wealth is that a woman's attraction isn't solely tied to a man's current financial status. Right? When a woman sees that a man has ambition and is on his way to achieving success, it can evoke the same emotions as if he were actually already wealthy. You should showcase your ambition and your drive by sharing your goals and the steps you're taking to achieve them. Women love to know that you're ambitious and you have goals. Set them firmly and let her know that you are ambitious. Demonstrate a clear vision for your future, which shows that you are a man with purpose and direction. You are the man, you make the decisions, and she will follow in your footsteps if she knows you are ambitious and you will lead the way. Maintain a positive and determined attitude which reinforces your potential for future success. She doesn't want to hear that you're weak, she doesn't want to hear that you're upset and that you're struggling every single day. She wants to hear that you're determined and you will not stop. Don't downplay your ambitions or be vague about your goals. Be quite clear about them. Women are attracted to men who know where they are going and are confident in their path, okay? That's part of masculinity. Masculinity is knowing and being sure of yourself. Focus only on your current financial situation without highlighting your future potential. Okay? You don't need to go too far about, I'm going to make this much money in the future. No, don't worry about it. Just talk about how ambitious you are and what you're planning to do and not exactly how much money you're going to make, because most people know that's not realistic. When a woman, however, believes in your potential and sees your ambition, she will feel the same excitement and security that she might feel with a man who actually already has the money. The belief in your future can create a strong emotional bond and make her more invested in your relationship. Now, to give you an example, even when I made a shit ton of money years ago, I noticed that I was still losing women to other men who were just as ambitious, but weren't as wealthy. And so that other guy was able to create that emotional connection with that woman, and she would veer towards him. And just because I was already wealthy and can show her a great life, that didn't necessarily mean that she picked me. She picked the guy that made her feel good emotionally and that was ambitious and that was on his way. Now that I'm back on my new ambitions and I have my new projects, all of a sudden I'm the guy who's not only wealthy, but also ambitious, which is like a double winner. But also, I have to learn how to constantly connect emotionally with a woman, because that, my friends, is the real golden source. So let's wrap this up here. If you're rich, that's great. Lucky you. Welcome to the club. Use it in the right way. Otherwise, you might as well just fly to Thailand and live on one of those islands cheaply. And I might just meet you there and go on a little boat trip or go on a full moon party again. So if you're a guy who doesn't have the abundance with money yet, look, you better at least have the drive and the focus steaming off you so people can smell it. Wealth is a core principle of actually what I teach in my school community, because if you want to be seen as a leader and a provider that women want to gravitate towards, my bro, you need the resources to back it up. Otherwise, no worries. There's some chicks out there who prefer McDonald's dates if that's the kind of woman that you want to be jamming with. So no judgments here. We all have to eat. Okay? But what I would ultimately say, again, is my school community particularly focuses on wealth creation and wealth building. Everyone in there is either building a business or is trying to get a promotion within their career, because I know that as a man, you need to be financially stable. Not just to attract women, but to be confident and be charismatic within yourself. If that's the case, then you will attract women not just today and tomorrow when you're young, but far into the future. Even when you're a little bit older and you have money and you're confident, you will still create emotional connections and you'll be in this game for the long run. I hope you enjoyed this video.